questions?
Well, I guess the obvious question, if you guys could kind of, you've had a few days to let it sink in, your thoughts going to the Final Four. Start with you, Jade.
Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't feel entirely real. I think it'll all sink in once we get to Columbus, but it's pretty awesome. Us three being seniors up here, it's definitely been a goal for us our entire 4 years, so getting there is pretty awesome, but I think at the same time, we also don't want to set a ceiling either. We want to win and get there too, so.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember last year Coach telling us how he was asked us like where we want to go, and he's like, why even set a ceiling on us? Like, let's go all the way. And so I feel like we really took that into this year, and so far we're taking it one game at a time, getting there.
I mean, a lot of people have like came up and said, can you believe you're going to the Final Four? And it's like, yeah, I can. Like, we have worked for this. We have worked hard for this. This has been a goal, like Jaden said, us seniors. We want to be here. We wanted to be here in the beginning of the year, and now that we're here, it's like we did it, but we're not done yet.
Coach has talked about a lot of the close-knit group that you guys are and the trust that you've developed for all three of you. How has that happened over your time here at Woodward?
Yeah, I can say for us three, we're all roommates, in addition to other of our players, and then majority of other girls room together too. So, I mean, we've grown such a bond with each other, and that just carries on to the court as well. It can be challenging being roommates and teammates, but I think it's been great for us. We're like sisters at the same time, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like Jaden said, we're all roommates, so we see each other every single day. And on the court, when things might get a little heated sometimes, but it never follows us home. We have the same personalities and values, and I feel like we kind of bring that in the team.
Yeah, I mean, we have lived together, us five specifically. The seniors have been together all 4 years, and we know how to, in practice, get down and get to work and compete and have fun, but also on the outside, love each other and be great friends and be there for each other. And I think that's so special, and, just growing the bond with the younger girls and bringing them along and kind of keeping them at our hip and like wanting them to know how special this group is and that this is a really special group of people.
Brittany, personally for you, being from Waverly, what does this mean for Wartburg reaching the Final Four?
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking this up the other day that this was not my original pick to be here. It was kind of last second. I remember going up to my mom like, all right, Mom, I'm going to go to Wartburg. And she's like, really? And then it was WSR's parent night, and I announced it, and this has been the best decision of my life. I've gotten to be around amazing people. This program is amazing, and honestly, I would not expect to be here what I imagined my senior year of high school, but this is by far the best decision that I've had.
Kind of on that we need each other front that Coach talks about, one night one of you has a big game, the other night the other one does. How do you kind of learn that selflessness, that you want the other to succeed more than your own maybe individual game?
Yeah, I think just being best friends, we get excited for each other. It's so fun to see others do well. And at the same time, too, it takes pressure off of ourselves, too, knowing that our teammates are going to be there. They're going to bring their A game every game. So we can kind of play more relaxed that way. So it's so much more fun playing when we know that we can share the ball and everyone can step up when they need to, so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of like easy going into it. Like, I would love for anyone to have a great game instead of like myself. Like, I think that everyone deserves it, and we trust each other so much with that. And I love celebrating them too.
And we can like easily identify who is doing good that game and like how can we best set them up. But also not just like relying just on that one person, even though if they are having a great game, but also just, I think we're a team that is built on like selflessness and how can we make others around us better, whether that is passing up a ball or maybe it's just simply like encouraging one another to, oh, you got the next shot. So I think that confidence goes along with that trust in each other, and that's kind of what sets us apart.
Coach mentioned GPA, you're all involved in a lot of activities, even well beyond basketball, from dance marathon to extracurricular activities and academics. Can you talk about how you balance all of that out?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts in high school. I mean, all of us here were multi-sport athletes. You kind of learn that time management a little bit, and then you get to college and it's even on a larger scale. There's more time with basketball, more schoolwork to be done, and then like you said, we choose to join other activities. I think that's what's great about Wartburg too, is we have professors that support that, understand that, and it's just really cool to, in addition to having a great basketball experience, having a great Wartburg experience as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's encouraged here is to, you know, literally experience more, whether that's through academics or other organizations. And I think coaches, professors, really any faculty pushes to be in different organizations just to, you know, build up your people skills. And, you know, what I learned on the basketball court can relate to, you know, FCA, which I'm a part of. And I think everything just kind of goes hand in hand and it's encouraged.
Yeah, and I mean, like Jaden said, we learned in high school how to time management, everything that we have, and I think that we are involved in a lot of things as a team, and I think that's something that kind of is really cool about us.
Jaden, the touching on your family story, having older sisters need to experience Final Fours in the years past, how's it feel to join the rest of the family and hopefully surpass them this weekend?
Yeah, it's definitely a neat experience. Growing up, I was the youngest sibling getting dragged along to however many tournaments, but I definitely remember going to watch them play in the Final Four. And I remember watching and wanting that for myself. That's a huge reason I picked Wartburg. I kind of knew right then and there that I wanted to be able to do that, and my competitive side of me wants to go even further than them, so I'm excited for that.
And you've all passed Dad too.
Yep.
Sarah, can you walk us through your journey here, coming in, becoming part of the program, how your role's changed and evolved, and every year, can you just a little bit walk us through your experience?
Yeah, so coming in as a freshman, it was scarier, I would say. It was definitely different, and it was different with COVID. I wouldn't say I had a major role then, but I had a role, and I felt like I fit in pretty good as that. Sophomore year, I just kind of did what Coach needed me to. I feel like these past couple years, I just kind of do whatever I need to do as a teammate and as a player to contribute to the team.
What was the best part of the travel last weekend? That was the plane ride.
I mean, I think it was pretty cool pulling up on the runway off the plane and seeing our bus there waiting for us. Everyone had their phones out, everyone was excited. It was pretty cool, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, the plane ride was really cool. We got a bunch of room and got to fly right in and out of Waterloo, and then as well as just the different, scenery. The scenery is different, sorry. That's pretty cool.
Also, we're really fortunate that we're able to go to like fun restaurants and, you know, bond with each other there. So we really appreciate our coaches setting that all up, and paying for us and letting us, have that special time with each other.
Since the college said supports other student athletes, so what's the buzz been like around campus for those of us that have been here over the last couple of days?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a fun day for sure. Walking around hearing just random people, some I don't even know, congratulate me, sound excited for us, for our team. It's pretty cool just to know that we have that support. And I think we kind of talked about it too, just reflecting on that. We had a lot of family come out and make the trip to Rhode Island, and that was awesome to see. But we also knew that we had a lot of people back home supporting us as well, so it's pretty cool.
I've also thought that just our community engagement with athletics, especially basketball, is amazing, and that support tremendously helps. So knowing that people are cheering for us back home when we're still at Rhode Island, that was special just to go on social media and see that, but also to see just like the faces on campus and knowing that people are truly happy and want us to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, there's a video of the baseball team celebrating, which was really cool, knowing that they kind of like were really happy for us and had our backs. And then, like Brittany said, the community, we're having someone volunteered to make us breakfast before we leave. So just knowing that we have those people backing us up is pretty cool.
For any of you, obviously a Final Four is motivation enough, but you have a chance to know the work your team's done. Go to the national championship game. How much does that just add extra motivation to this game coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's obviously something that has been the goal the whole year. I feel like we're still going to go into it just like a normal game like we have been these past season, but I mean, it's definitely something that we want to keep striving towards.
Yeah, and I think other people may not have expected us to get this far, but we knew what we could do. We still know what is left to be done. So we don't want to just be content making it to the Final Four. We want to go to Columbus with another goal in mind. So.
Yeah, and right now we're just staying the course. We're not doing anything special, like Coach said. We're just being us. Coach has put together a great scout. I mean, us players always say that. They always have it spot on. So we all trust that. So when we go into these games, we're not lacking confidence, but we know that we can do it.
Us from the outside looking in, we always focus on just the results. But you talk about how close-knit of a group you are. Was the best part about winning the last couple of games that, hey, you know what, we get to be together 5 more days at least, and hopefully more.
Yeah, for sure. We leave tomorrow morning, and from there we get to spend the rest of the week together, and that's just super fun. Even the little moments, we could be doing nothing but just being together is going to be something that we remember and look back on, and so we're all just trying to enjoy that time together, I would say.
I agree. I mean, another day with my teammates is a blessing, and I don't want it to end. I don't want the season to end yet, and I think it's all just because of the people I'm surrounded with. They're great people, great teammates. They always have my back, so I enjoy spending time with them.
You guys know you're prepared, you know you gotta be your best version of yourself, but at some point, probably on Thursday, there's gonna be a moment, this is the Final Four. How long do you allow yourself mentally to say that and then refocus?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's important to take that time to really soak it in, kind of just appreciate where we're at. But I think when it comes to before the game, it's time to lock in, get focused, be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to look around and just kind of be in the moment. I mean, I always try to calm my teammates down, but it's probably doing me more than it is them because it is nerve-wracking being in those games, even with all this experience. I mean, I'm a nervous person, so I don't know. I think just really living in the moment, taking in everything around you, really valuing your time with each other. Yeah.
And I feel like Hope kind of gave us something that we can look back on. I remember thinking, like, wow, we're in the Sweet 16, like this is really cool. And then when it was time, we knew when to lock in.
Last two games were pretty crazy to watch. You've got a trophy locked in. Can you talk about your feelings during the last two games?
I'd say just excitement. Obviously Friday night, that was a pretty crazy end to the game. We all stormed the court once Macy made that layup. But I think throughout the game, like, we weren't worried. We had full confidence in each other, despite even being down for most of the game. And then Saturday, I just remember in the final minute just being purely excited. So it's super fun to just experience that with our team.
Yeah, I mean, I remember just grabbing Macy's face and telling her I love her, and just the excitement. But just also celebrating with all of my teammates for all the, accomplishment we had there. And on Saturday, it was special having our parents come down, being able to see my parents up in the stands and my sister and all the community and my friends' parents. It's really special. We have a tight-knit group.
Yeah, it was really exciting, but I was also really proud of every single person on that team. Everyone has a role, and I felt like we just came out there and we did what we had to do. We spent countless hours together, so really, like, seeing that pay off was awesome.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.